नबूवत है रसूल अल्लाह की, नबूवत है रसूल अल्लाह की, हाथों में तेरे है इमामत। अल्लाहुम्मा सल्ली अला मुहम्मदिन वाले मुहम्मद। 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 चारों दिशा में है तू ही दिखे, किस्सा अकीदत का कैसे लिखे। दीदार से तेरे मिलता सुकून, आनंद ही आनंद है क्या मैं कहूँ। नूर का साया रखना सदायों, नूर का साया रखना सदायों। होगी हम पर तेरी इनायत। अल्लाहुम्मा सल्ली अला मुहम्मदिन वाले मुहम्मद। अल्लाहुम्मा सल्ली अला मुहम्मदिन वाले मुहम्मद। Listen to the angels calling your name, wanting for the mercy of your flame. This light you've bestowed upon us today, all of the darkness is now gone away. You are the Noor, son of Ali. You are the Noor, son of Ali. You are the progeny of Muhammad. Allahumma salli ala Muhammadin wale Muhammad. Allahumma salli ala Muhammadin wale Muhammad. ओ मारा मौला तू ही जय सलाम, शाह जमान अमारो इमाम। लइए छे तारो जनाम, कर जो करामो शाहे सलाम। ओ मारा मौला तारा थी सलाम, ओ मारा मौला तारा थी सलाम। तारा थी हमारो जीवन सलामत। अल्लाहुम्मा सल्ली अला मुहम्मदिन वाले मुहम्मद। अल्लाहुम्मा सल्ली अला मुहम्मदिन वाले मुहम्मद। अल्लाहुम्मा सल्ली अला मुहम्मदिन वाले मुहम्मद। अल्लाहुम्मा सल्ली अला मुहम्मदिन
Oh, fix auto. The first words that should come to mind after an accident.
Hello. Yes, I am back. Jalal from 𝗃𝗶𝘀𝗲. This week, मेरी guest होंगी Miss ROSHNII Purba. Yes, she's from Calgary. She's an actor. She's a model. देखना मत भूलेगा. Only on Punjabi National TV. See you later.
हर पल तेरी यादें मेरे ख्यालों में बसी है हर वो लम्हा तेरे साथ हम तुम कहाँ वो खो गए हैं दीवाना मैं हुआ तुम क्या जानो क्यों जाने जा हाँ खो गया तेरी यादों में अब तो मेरा दिल गुमशुदा कैसे हुआ आके सुन जा जो है कहा बस एक पल है प्यार का फिर है होना हमको बना मैं गुमशुदा एक बार सुन तो जरा क्या मेरे दिल ने कहा है वो हुआ फना अगर साथ दोगे मेरा फिर छोड़ देंगे ज़माने को हाँ गुमशुदा मैं हुआ फिर ना कहना तुम अलविदा चाहे जो है फैसला मिलके होंगे ना हम तुम जुदा गुमशुदा कैसे हुआ आके सुन जा जो है कहा बस एक पल है प्यार का फिर है होना हमको बना मैं गुमशुदा गुमशुदा मन खो गया है ओ जाने जा कहाँ छुपा है मैं गुमशुदा मन खो गया है ओ जाने जा कहाँ छुपा है मैं गुमशुदा मन खो गया है ओ जाने जा मैं गुमशुदा छुपा है मैं गुमशुदा जाने जा जरा कर लिया अब साथ रहना हमको यहाँ मैं गुमशुदा हो गया फिर ना कहना यूं अलविदा
Subscribe to our official YouTube channel and stay updated.
A lot of people don't know this, but the best way to make money with Amazon in 2021 is not by selling.
Here is the hottest show in town. You are tuned into Coffee with Jalal.
सलाम नमस्ते सत श्री अकाल आदाब याली मदद मैं आपका होस्ट जलाल आपकी खिदमत में हाजिर आप सब देख रहे हैं एंड सुन रहे हैं कॉफी विद जलाल on the radio sourcing in Calgary if you guys are on Facebook and YouTube. So thank you so much guys for joining us for a very special edition of Coffee with Jalal live on Facebook, YouTube and of course our TV station Punjabi National TV. कैसा आप सब लोग ठीक है आज जो संडे का दिन I know most of us are home. But of course, there are so many people are working as well. So I just wish them well. अगर आप गाड़ी में हैं, if you're watching in your car and if you're driving, so please be careful. Just stop the car and watch it, or just आपकी वाइफ या गर्लफ्रेंड होगी साथ में, उसको बोलना कि वो फोन पकड़ लेगी. I'm just kidding. तो कैसे है जी संडे का दिन जैसे मैंने कहा, it's about 3:14 in Calgary Mountain Standard Time, and if you're in Eastern Zone, so 5:14 in Eastern Zone, it's about 4:14 Central and 2:14 in Pacific Standard Time. आपने जो है, especially since the pandemic when we started like back in March, so you see a lot of individual artists, a lot of groups, a lot of new artists are coming on the show. It's all thanks to our StreamYard service or Zoom, whatever you guys use, but I use StreamYard. So you see a lot of new artists because it's easy for me to reach them. We can get them on the stream or like on our stream service, or then you guys enjoy their of course not only their song or jo bhi hai, but about the groups, about the individual, like they're kind of the backstage story. So wo bada acha lagta sunne ke liye कि how did they start singing, or if it's groups, how did they start the group. So speaking of groups, so aaj jo hai, of course we're gonna have a first time on the show. It called SAMAA group. But they are all over North America. They're in Edmonton, they're in Chicago, like of course in the US and Canada, and they are releasing their brand new song Lut Gaye on the show in next hour or so. So don't go anywhere. So it's going to be lots of fun. This is their first time. I haven't met them yet. Of course, just on jo khali phone pe baat hui hai. So they don't know me. I don't know them either. So before I call them in, so please jo hai, if you can invite your friends and family, so let them enjoy. I'm live on YouTube as well. So if no one is on the Facebook, they can watch us on YouTube. And of course, I'm live from my personal ID on a Facebook, as well as the Coffee with Jalal page, like on Facebook. So please do like that page. And I'm live on my YouTube channel, Coffee with Jalal as well. So please subscribe my channel as well. Next week, अभी जैसे आपको पता है रमजान का महीना चल रहा है, तो काफी हल्ला गुल्ला होने वाला है next week or two. So of course I will share with you guys, as we move on for our today's show. Let me get to my guests. They are waiting backstage. So I'll go one by one. Whoever first join me. So first is we're gonna get Team SAMAA. And then we're gonna, before we release the new song, we're gonna have like Satchith as well as Samita. You all know Samita. She's been on the show quite a few times. So they'll join us, and then we will release the new song. So let me get to our artist for SAMAA. First of all, Mr. Ali. Hey Ali, how are you?
I'm good, Jalal uncle, and how are you?
Good. Thanks for joining us. Really good to see you.
Likewise, and thank you to everyone else who's joining us as well. Everyone tuning in.
Yes. So what's happening these days?
These days, honestly, I'm in Edmonton, and we're all you'll meet the rest of the boys as well, but we're hard at making music for people to enjoy wherever they're staying, wherever they're quarantined, or wherever they're out and about. So we've got one such cover we're putting out today, and we're excited to do that on the show with you.
No, I think this is an honor for me to have you. Our lot of good fans are watching, including Nisha Devani, really good friend and sister. Taj Sumar, Lata Patel ji from Calgary, Anil Prem ji as well, and our good friend Tapas all the way from Delhi, India. He's up late night, early morning in India. So thank you, Alnur Nanji as well. And Riz Jadhav ji. So many people are watching. Thank you so much, everyone. Taj Sumar as well, Karima, Devshi, Salima, of course, Samita's mom is watching, and bunch of other people as well. So I'll take the names as we go on. So, Ali, are you excited to be on the show today for sure, or you just
Very much, yeah.
buttering me?
I just had my coffee, so I'm all ready to go.
Okay. Let me get to your other like your other team members. Milan is here as well. Hello, Milan bhai. How are you?
How are you, Jalal uncle? I'm doing great. How are you?
Good to see you live. Now, finally, I saw you in the video quite a few times already.
Great to see you live as well, and thank you for having us on the show.
Oh no, thank you so much for accepting my invitation. Good to see you. And this is the beauty of the live show as well as the streaming service. We can get to you guys. Doesn't matter wherever you are. So it's one of the positive for the pandemic. Are you guys agree?
Absolutely.
I definitely miss my boys. I will say that. I definitely miss my boys, but we make it work.
Sounds good. Is there any other one joining with you guys from SAMAA?
Yes, Manan will be joining us within the next 5 to 10 minutes. Shortly, he should be here, and
Okay,
you'll see him in the backstage. I understand.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah. So I think we'll get to. So let's start with you guys. SAMAA team, SAMAA. I've been posting for last 2-3 days, but before we go to SAMAA, let's have a kind of individual intro. Like who's Ali and who's Milan? Start with you, Ali.
For sure. So Ali is. How would I intro myself? I'm Canadian, born and raised in Vancouver. I studied music, so I'm a full-time musician. So when it comes to behind the scenes work with the group, we all take on different roles. So for me, a lot of the musical behind the scenes work, I do a lot of that as well. And so just full-time musician, and here in Edmonton, studying at the University of Alberta. Okay, so
were you born in US or you are in Canada?
Born in Vancouver.
Okay.
Yeah.
Oh, good. And what about you, Milan?
Absolutely. As you can tell, Ali's humility precedes him. I'm from the U.S., born in Chicago, currently in New York City. I'm at business school right now. And as we were just talking about, it's so difficult to not be with our boys and making music together, but we're trying our best to do it from all across the North American region. So great to be here.
Good. So, let's start, actually, we are live on YouTube as well. And I think a lot of your fans are watching on YouTube. So if you want to shout out to anyone, please go ahead. Yeah, don't feel bad for anything.
Yeah, I'm reading these comments and I see that some of our fans are definitely joining in the live because they always ask the same question is, will this live be saved? So that they can watch it again and go back and watch it again. And we never save our lives. I like to go live, and then I always delete it right after. So then people have to see while I'm live. But if I understand correctly, this live and this video will be saved so that they can come back and watch it later.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah, it's going to be saved on my YouTube channel forever. So it's not going anywhere. Yeah. So a lot of your fan can join us or can watch later as well. Our good friend, Jamal is watching as well. Then one of your good friend, Anupam Bansal, they are watching on YouTube. So Karima Somani as well, Mirdul as well. So many people are watching. Thank you so much, everyone, for joining. And of course, we'll check with their names later. So Ali, about your music life. When did you start? Like, why music?
Oh yeah, well, I started the way most of us growing up here do with Desi parents. Kind of like as a family outing, you go to the theaters to watch whatever Yash Raj Bollywood movie came out, and you just you sing along to the songs. That's kind of where it started. I remember the first song that I remember memorizing because I would listen to it again and again and again. Is 𝗃𝗶𝘀𝗀 from Lagan.
Yes.
And so at the same time as I had a cricket craze going on as a child, I had a music craze going on as well. But where it really began to kind of become serious was I joined my school band, like Western classical music, like orchestra
Okay.
and stuff like
Yeah,
that.
yeah.
So I just picked an instrument, just like everyone has to take the class. Like you take like woodworking class and like cooking, home economics class when you're in school. And I took band class, and I really fell in love with the instrument that I played, the French horn. And so I actually went and I studied. I got my bachelor's degree and my master's degree in music performance. So in Western classical music. So that's
Yeah.
really where my love of music is it's wide ranging, because it starts with Bollywood, it goes into Mozart, Beethoven, Bach, and then it comes back to Bollywood again, and here we are singing Bollywood songs.
Bollywood song. Yeah. What about you, Milan? Like, what's your background for, like, when did you start, like, as an artist or singer?
Absolutely. No, I started with Indian classical training from about the age of 10 years old. I can still think back to how my mom would take me kicking and screaming to the classes at Namratanti in the Chicago area. And how grateful I am now that I stuck with it. Did about 7 years of that, did a couple of years, 4 years of choir in high school. And then that's when I met all of these boys in Chi-Town when we were in college together. So we started making a cappella music. And I think that had to be one of the best experiences to learn how to sing better. A, because a cappella is so heavy on singing, and B, because you got someone like Ali teaching you how to sing better and better.
Yeah. So Ali, when you guys met in a college, so that time were you guys already singing individually, or it was just came together? Why don't we start this?
That group has been around. It stays in the college. It's a college group. So it was there before we arrived, and it still continues. And while you're there, that kind of you know that Chi-Town exists, and you audition for it. So we knew that we wanted a place to sing. So we auditioned and we got in. We were part of the same class. And I remember the first day, actually, our very first rehearsal, I was kind of running my mouth. And in one of the first breaks, Milan comes up to me and he's like, "Oh, so like you're really into this music thing, hey?" And he was already starting his networking business side, because Milan's the business mind behind all that we do. And from day one, that partnership was there, where he came up to me and was like, "Yeah, you're really into this thing, hey?" And I'm like, "Yeah, I really just love music." And the friendship started from there, really.
Yeah. So do you guys have any jealousy at all, Milan? Because like there are some girls who are going to Ali, some girls coming to you, or or vice versa.
I don't know, girls, I'm jealous of his good looks, that's for sure. But
never any of that. The jealousy stems from the sheer quality and ability from Ali to sing. So it's not jealousy, it's aspiration. That's what keeps me practicing and working harder.
Yeah. No, of course. That's the thing, because so how long it's been like SAMAA is around now. Like when did you guys like started?
Yeah, we graduated from college, and so the Chi-Town our time with Chi-Town was up, and so we were all in Chicago.
What year was it?
This was 2016.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
5 years. Okay.
2016, we were in Chicago. I was in grad school, and the rest of them were working. And we just got together for dinner. And as we were sitting together at the dinner table, we looked around and we said, "Hey, wait a minute. I sing baritone, he sings bass, he sings tenor 1, he sings tenor 2. So we have all the different voice parts. Instead of getting dinner, why don't we keep making music?"
Yeah.
What started with just one time meeting in Milan's basement, it just snowballed into a year of nonstop. I don't think we went a day without seeing each other to work on music.
Wow.
Yeah.
It was never let's go get dinner again. It's like, okay, we'll go get dinner, but we got to get back to recording again every day. Yeah.
We spent what was it, 5 to 7 days. We had heard Janna Mere had just come out, and we heard that song. And Ali had started coming up with ideas for mixes, and then he's like, what would sound amazing if we have Teri Aur and a little bit of Coldplay in there. And he arranges this beautiful arrangement, and we're in my basement just cranking for 5 or 7 days, figuring out how to record music, how to layer our voices, how to do what we did in Chi-Town. And then Janna Mere came out.
And you think about how many mistakes we made in that first recording. Oh my goodness. Like
Crazy.
the guitar tuning. Do you remember the guitar tuning? It was obnoxious. But one of the cool things, I mean, the cool things that we like to do is when we make a cover, when we mix together songs, we like to be very creative with that. And so, for example, when we did Channa Mere Teri Or, we like to take one line from one song, one line from another, and mix it together so that it makes sense together, musically, lyrically, and you don't even know they're two different songs. So if I might, I'll just give you an example from that cover. Was with one of the verses we did. एक हीर थी और था एक रांझा, कहते हैं मेरे गाँव में किससे हमारी नजदीकियों के तो नहीं है, कम तो नहीं है. And in that way, you don't even know when one song finishes and one song starts. Then you have 5 different voices, and you throw in English in there, and then we get really creative with it. And I think that's what really, from day one, we were kind of different like that.
You know what? Actually, you answered my second question, but I'll ask you anyways. I'll start with you, Milan. Do you guys prefer cover song, or do you guys prefer the way you guys do kind of mashup style? One line here, one line there. You're going, to the kind of the different song, because that's how it stands out.
No, I think that's a brilliant question. So when we had originally started, there was a huge market for people who are singing cover songs when YouTube and Instagram and Facebook were taking off. And so when Ali and I and the rest of the boys sat together, we were saying, there's this huge movement of people making cover music online. And there is also a really large interest in Indian, Eastern, Western fusion, like we saw in Chaitam. So we started, and we love our roots as cover musicians, to Ali's point, being able to take 2 distinct songs and put them together in this course way. But I would say my favorite, or what I'm hoping that we do more and more of, is original music, because that's where the true artistry comes in, when you can create a piece of content, a video and a music and arrangement in a way that's completely brand new. And that's where we're trying to go.
What about you, Ali?
Hey, that's Milan nailed it. I mean, we're very much together on this, because I mean we talk a lot about it when we're creating music. We're like, okay, what do we want to make next? What are we trying to do? What are we trying to say as a group? And in the beginning, it was about this fusion, because that's kind of what we are, right? We're first generation. Our identity is a fusion, so we like to fuse different kinds of musics and definitely mash it up. The level above that is, okay, now tell your own story, write your own song, and to say what's in here, and to collectively do that, it becomes very cool. Then when we have a writing session where it's not just one person telling their personal story, 5 of us are chiming into what makes it cool, that's kind of the next level. And that's what we're working on right now. So while we keep putting out cover songs that are, we always make it creative. That's the ground rule, is we can't just take a song and just sing it the way it is normally sung, because there's no creativity. So we don't get fulfilled with that.
And I'll add a point to that, which I think is a great point. It's very easy for someone to connect to Despacito and Naja and say, well, the Spanish and the English and the Hindi and the Punjabi, that's very cool. But it's a completely different story for someone to listen to a song they've never heard, like Conmigo, and say, all right, I hear Spanish again, I hear English again, I hear Hindi, but I've never heard this song. Do I vibe to the same I do with Justin Bieber and Bob Dari? So that's a new world.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah, because you know what? Why don't we do this? Let me play like your Spanish song. How's this sound?
Yeah, let's do it.
Okay, give me 2 seconds. I'm just setting up behind the scene. But I think I saw Manan backstage, but he left. Manan, if you're watching, so please come back so we can get you on. Okay, there we go. Okay, so let me play your song. Okay, what is it called?
Conmigo.
Conmigo, what does that mean?
It means with me, but I would say do the Conmigo remix.
Sorry, okay, let's watch it.
Tus caderas, cabello, sonrisa es demasiado. Ya sabes, esta noche será mi reina. Mañana no es nada comparado con ahora. Vienes conmigo, pero उसने लाजवाब मुझे कर दे घायल तेरी की झलक got me staring a while I can't let you go कम वक्त जुनून फिर चढ़ा नशा खुद ही दे जाजू सर को तो मंगाएंगे महंगी बोतल ये जल कहीं जाके मसाले टोटल स्टाइलिश टू मॉडल ना दे तो पागल के प्लान सारे a मेरे साथ tu cuerpo me vuelve loco tus caderas cabello sonrisa es demasiado ya sabes esta noche será mi reina mañana no es nada comparado con ahora vienes conmigo जैसे कमर तू पर खाए सबकी नजर वहीं रुक जाए जैसे हिलती साइड टू साइड oh my हाय हाय जरा ये तो बता है कहाँ की लोकल या सुन के तो जा तू हमारे फोकस स्टाइलिश टू मॉडल ना दे सो पागल के प्लान सारे या मेरे साथ Keep me coming back to every time your body sways got me calling out your name there's no denying the night's still young I made it sound conmigo.
Can't hear you, Jalal, uncle.
1 second. No, actually, I muted myself. So, before we go on, let me get to Manan. He's here now. Hello, Manan. How are you?
Hi, how are you, Jalal, uncle? Thank you so much for having us.
Yeah, just saw you in the video and you are here live now. What a magic we have here. Huh?
That's right.
So, before we go, before we talk about this Spanish song, let's talk about you, Manan. If you can give us your intro, who's Manan?
Who's Manan? Well, so as I'm sure Milan and Ali gave you a little bit of background.
They say a lot of bad things about you, so I don't know if you want to correct a few things.
Can we talk about how these two brothers all have sit with the exact same frame, with the painting in the background exactly the same?
They were we like art, and actually the artist of this is probably with Milan right now somewhere, Mali. And Jalal, uncle, a little bit of background about me. Also, have been singing for a very long time. I was a part of an a cappella group, Chi-Town, with Ali and Milan and the other SAMAA boys at UIUC in Urbana-Champaign. And it's funny, actually, I wasn't a part of SAMAA for the first year or so of the music they were making, and it was funny because at the time I was only doing a cappella music, only doing cover songs, and Ali and Milan were taking so much initiative to innovate on original music, Desi influenced pop music in conjunction with Punjabi, like Latin influences and otherwise. And so after graduating from Urbana-Champaign, I spoke with Ali and Milan, and I was like, all the work that we used to do with Chi-Town at UIUC, I wanted to come on board to SAMAA and start making original music with them, cover music with them outside of the acapella frame. And so that's a little bit of background. I've been on SAMAA now for 3 or 4 years, and we've continued to make incredible music. I think it's as Milan and Ali, I'm sure, have said by now, it's a diaspora of different cultural influences that makes SAMAA what it is. And so I think it's what motivates me to be a part of SAMAA, and I think motivates much of what we do.
No, that's great. So you and Milan are brother, am I right?
That's right.
MNM. Oh, there you go. So this song, like the Spanish song, like it was beautifully done. Why Spanish? Let's start with you, Ali.
Yeah, with Spanish, the Spanish music started to really take off during that time when SAMAA had started.
Okay.
And so with that, that's kind of, but it started with the video that we did in a car. We took the song Nashe Si Chadh Gayi, at the time was the biggest song in India, right? And I was thinking of, okay, we have to cover this song. It's a great song. It's very famous. And so as I was thinking of mashups, we got Bailando. And I think it was just this amazing moment when you start with the intro of Nashe Si Chadh Gayi in French, right? And then we go Nashe Si Chadh Gayi, and Milan just comes in. And that moment was just, we went from French to Hindi to Spanish in the course of maybe 10 seconds. And that video, changed SAMAA completely. That moment, everyone, like, that video went viral, has some close to 3 million views, right?
Wow.
YouTube. And from that moment, we realized, oh, this Spanish thing is for real. Like, there's something here. We weren't really following the trend, but the trend, it just kind of happened that way, where a couple of months after that, Despacito came out. And after Despacito, I mean, like, all of pop music quickly became very, very Spanish influenced. So that's kind of how that worked. But we do like to think we're ahead of the curve. We like to think we're ahead of the trend. We like to do it before it gets cool. And we like to think about it that way,
Yeah. So there's a comment from our good friend Nisha. Like, all of you are amazing. All of you are very talented. There is a message from Pakistan. Hello, Manisha from all the way from London, UK. She's watching. Rabia from Montreal, Canada, and there is a Sadia from Karachi, Pakistan, same as Layla, and Gulrose Haji from Edmonton, from Ali, your city.
If it's maybe Sadia might be my cousin. Hi, Sadia.
Then Karima Somani from Calgary, from my city, and there is like a Shaban Ari from Toronto, and Riz Jazavji from Toronto as well. So a lot of people are watching from all over the world now to you guys. So this is great to see everyone here. Thank you so much, everyone. Anil Premji, our rock star, he's watching from Toronto as well. Thank you so much, everyone. So so I think we are missing 2 boys from the group. Am I right?
Yeah.
And who are those, if you want to name them? So just for us.
Oh yeah, we'll call them out for sure. There's Sid, and Ansh. Yep, those are.
Sid and Ansh.
Yeah, Ansh unfortunately has some. He's got some health stuff, so that's why he couldn't make it out.
Yeah, that's fine. So like, all of them are boys. So like, is anyone married in the group yet or no?
Yeah, Sid is married.
Sid is married. Okay.
Yeah, we remember his wedding was a really beautiful time, and we actually sang. We sang, of course, at his wedding, but we also recorded an original song for him and his wife.
Oh, nice.
And, they recorded it, and she walked down the aisle to that song.
Oh, nice.
We wrote, so that was a very beautiful memory for us.
Awesome.
Yeah.
So, like, how come there is no girl in the group? Like anyone has anything against her, like in a woman? So, लड़कियों से डर लगता है किसी को कि क्या बात है? Anyone can answer. All of you are thinking, like, must be something is wrong somewhere.
We love working with girls for sure. We'll bring them in for like one project at a time, and sometimes it becomes too much when it's just us guys, and we need to mix it up.
And
we'll
so,
girls all the time. Yeah,
I think part of the motivation, I think, of why SAMAA was created was we started to see. I think during the time we probably were in high school and early in college, kind of the resurgence of popularity in kind of boy band style music. So all male groups that had, a similar look, a certain poppy style. We saw a niche in taking Western influences and Hindi influences and making the first ever Hindi Western inspired boy band. And so I think that was the genesis of SAMAA from the very beginning. Not so much that there was much intentionality behind there not being a girl in the group. Actually, Manjari and many other girls are in numerous tracks with us, doing a variety of collaborations. But it's just we were trying to early on, I think, fill a part of the market that we saw a gap in, and that was Hindi English boy bands.
We see K-pop, we see UK pop. We haven't seen I-pop yet. So SAMAA needed to see I-pop.
Yeah. Okay, thank you so much, Anupam ji. I think there is a I mean, Anchi is not joining. Yes, he's not joining. And thank you so much, Roshnii Bapu, Tapas ji, for all the way from India, Delhi, and comments. Thank you so much, guys. Jin comment, of course, I'm gonna mention the name as well, so I can see their names. Thank you so much, Kush Soni as well. So maybe for our viewers, because I think you guys been around for a while, 5 years now, and you have about 225,000 followers on your Facebook page, 145,000 on YouTube subscribers. This is great to see that. So for our new generation, अगर किसी को अपना group अपना start करना हो, what they need to do?
That's a great question.
It is.
I'll say one thing which is for certain, and then I definitely want Ali to jump in, because it takes a lot of persistence to create anything in this world, but especially if you're going to be in music. It's not an easy industry to be in, and it's a very tough place. You're vulnerable. You're creating content, music that is coming straight from your heart and your emotion. You must be persistent. Look at the hatred and the people who are trying to push you back and push them aside, and look at the love and continue to move forward. A lot of persistence.
Yeah, true. Ali, you want to say anything?
Yeah, it's tough, but definitely I agree with what Milan said, in that it's very tough in that you don't realize when you listen to a song what goes into creating that song. We haven't had a single project where you don't feel like a complete zombie, like completely drained. By the time that project is done, you are done. And that's every time. And you do it again and again. And every time you go into it, what you're going into, that you're going to be deprived of sleep to get this thing done. Otherwise, it's not going to get done. Yeah. You give up like 3-4 days of your life. Completely nothing else exists. And you do it again and again. So you have to be persistent, and you have to really commit. You can't half do this. You can sing in your room for fun, for sure. Do that. Enjoy music. Anyone can enjoy music, and everyone should. But to create music and recordings, especially, is a lot of work.
Yeah. So let me ask you this, Manan. Just to probably on the same area, because like you guys are 5 friends, but it's not that easy to be friends all the time, because there are so many people talks about behind you guys. Then of course, then you are hearing, Ali said this, or An said this. But to be, stick as a group, it's a tough job. It's a tough work. So how do you guys manage this?
So one thing that I'd say is investing in friendships, I think, comes first with kind of the 5 of us. It's not really, like we're colleagues working together in a business. It's more so like we view each other almost as brothers, right? So we've been through, literally brothers, and otherwise we've spent our entire undergraduate careers together. We've spent multiple years postgraduate. We've been through, trials, tribulations, stressful times, in the best of times, and it's going with the ebbs and flows that I think strengthens relationships. So I think that's number one, that we treat each other as though everybody is in one room together, even when we're hundreds and thousands of miles apart. So I think that's one big thing, is having history together and kind of trusting the friendship that we've built. We've always called it brotherhood, not literally and otherwise.
Yeah. We started off. It starts off with friendship. We started off going to dinner together, right? And then what ends up happening is, the memories we've made together are the best times of our lives. Like it's just incredible to see that we can create something and it really affects people and people really do love it. That's like a bond that you can't mess with that bond, and we really don't. We don't. There's really not a lot of. There's really not, or no, arguing doesn't really happen. Of course, we have tough decisions to make and we debate, but like there really is not. We don't fight. Like we haven't had fights. Like I can't really think of anything like that. Yeah.
Sounds good. Yeah. So before we go to our next video, what I'm gonna do, so I'll play one more of your song, Anjani. I believe that's the name, Anjani. Am I right?
Oh, cool. Yeah, awesome.
Yeah, but I just played the 𝗃𝗶𝘀𝗶𝘀. I loved it. Amazing. My God.
Man, I was so happy that you played that. And listen, we have to give credit where credit's due because you're having Satch come on. Satch wrote that song and Satch produced that song. And Satch the orchestra arrangement in the background. That's Satch's baby. And when Satch does a lot of our work behind the scenes, and when Milan was sitting with Satch and Satch playing him different songs, ideas, he played 𝗃𝗶𝘀𝗶𝘀 in Milan's eyes. I mean, like Milan, latched onto that song. It is an amazing song, and like it's honestly for us, it's an honor we got to do that one. That was an honor. Yeah.
Awesome. No, it's a great song. So why don't we just wait until we have a Satch on?
Yeah.
Then we'll talk about song as well. Yeah. And of course, your new song we're gonna release here on the very, very screen right now with Satch, as well as Samita Jesade. Everyone knows her from our community. She's been very famous on the Koffee with Jalal show for like whatever reason. You guys know that.
Oh yeah, for sure. I've been tuning in. Yeah.
Okay, so let me play that song Anjani. Then we'll get to our two guests, Satch and Samita after that. Okay, here we go, guys. So enjoy one more song from the team SAMAA, Anjani.
अनजाना शहर यहाँ अजनबी है रास्ते कोई पहचाने कहाँ खुद से दूर हो गए लड़की अनजानी दिल चुरा के ले गई दिल की दीवारों को गिरा के वो कहाँ गई एक लड़की अनजानी दिल चुरा के ले गई दिल की दीवारों को गिरा के वो कहाँ गई होंठों पे शबनमी खिलते गुलाबों की आंखें शरारती और जाने कहाँ गई सी आवाज़ में वो होश मेरे ले गई बाहों में छुपा के वो अब जाने कहाँ ले चली मीठी सी आवाज़ में वो होश मेरे ले गई बाहों में छुपा के वो अब जाने कहाँ ले चली एक लड़की जानी दिल चुरा के ले गई दिल की दीवारों को गिरा के वो कहाँ गई महकी वो आटती फूलों की खुशबू सी बातें शरारती और जाने कहाँ गई अनजाना शहर यहाँ अजनबी है रास्ते कोई पहचाने कहाँ खुद से दूर हो गए कि अनजानी दिल चुरा के ले गए दिल की दीवारों को गिरा के वो कहाँ गई एक लड़की अनजानी दिल चुरा के ले गई दिल की दीवारों को गिरा के वो कहाँ गई
Beautiful, guys. Amazing, amazing. I love the videography as well. Like, you guys are an actor, like not only singer, like an actor as well.
Will's a really good actor, yeah.
MashaAllah. No, that's great. Okay, before we get to our Satch, let me say one of our good friend Manisha Chopra. She's watching from London, UK. और उनकी आज anniversary है, so happy anniversary to both of you, Manisha and her hubby, and जियो हजारों साल और मिलके जियो हजारों साल. That's what I should say. And anyone जो आज जिसकी anniversary है, जिसका birthday है, so happy birthday and happy anniversary to all of you guys. Lata Patel, thank you so much. Yeshan Damji, Nan Jamal, Nisha Devani, Tapas ji, Sheza Thobani, he is a singer as well from Toronto. He just joined us as well. Thank you so much, everyone. So let me get to our two more guests. Abhi aapne dekha, abhi Gumshuda song. It's basically, it's the next guest song. But he is the hard worker behind the scene. Let me get to him. Hello, Satch. How are you?
Okay.
Okay, maybe you're mute. I don't know, Satch. Maybe louder a little bit. Yeah.
Okay.
That's good. Yeah, that's good.
Yeah.
The irony of the audio engineer, but
Yes, that's very ironic.
Okay, Satchith, thank you so much for joining us and welcome to Coffee with Jalal. How are you?
I'm doing great. I hope everyone's doing all right. It's good to see the guys again.
Yes, thank you so much for coming in. It's great to see you guys. Okay, let me get to one more artist from your group. She's a part of the new song as well. She's from Edmonton, Canada, and she's laughing backstage. There you go. Hello, Samita. How are you?
Hi, Jalal uncle.
Thank you so much for joining us. And how's everything in Edmonton?
Everything's good, going, still in quarantine. So, yeah.
Awesome. So, Satch, like you are new for us, for our viewers. Maybe you start with your intro. Who's Satch?
Yeah. So my name is Satchith Harve as well. I've been learning music in different forms for how many years now? At least probably 20 years at this point. Started with like Ali doing school band, orchestra kind of stuff, played saxophone in school. But I was not serious about doing music until I got to college. And just like these guys, I went into college and joined a college a cappella group there at the University of Michigan. I was at 𝗃𝗃𝗀𝗀𝗃, which was the name of our group.
Rival group.
Yeah, rival group. And over there, I became music director and started arranging music similar to what Ali does with Chi-Town in a similar manner. And that got me interested in doing music much more seriously. So I ended up with some crazy luck, I don't know what it is, but I ended up moving to Mumbai for 2 years and working over there. And then eventually came back, I got in touch with these guys. I got in touch with them because I've been working with Chai Town, their college a cappella group as well. And then they reached out to me saying, hey, we need some help with, the tech side of the recordings and stuff. So, and then that's where the partnership started, I would say.
Okay. But, you've been working like in Bollywood as well with Pritam, is it?
No, not Pritam. I was with Vishal Shekhar for 2 years.
Oh, Vishal Shekhar. Oh, from the Indian Idol judge. Wow.
Yes.
So how was that experience? Like, to be like working with one of the best?
It was surreal. It was amazing. It was honestly it was my first job ever. So to be in that kind of position, working with these amazing artists and musicians, I learned so much just from being there and just soaking in everything.
Right.
And I just tried to translate everything I learned from there into what I'm doing now and trying to, take it from there.
Yeah. So where are you right now?
I'm in New Jersey. I'm in the New York area.
Oh, New Jersey. Okay. So like, Samita, everyone knows, but maybe you want to say for last 3-4 months, how's been going with you in your music life?
I took a break for a bit, actually, after I came on your show. That was my last performance, and then I had exams and assignments because we were towards the end of the semester.
Right.
So I took a break for a bit, and then this is the first project, I guess, after the break that I took.
It's
been going well. I honestly, on one hand, I was really missing, making music. But on the other hand, it's nice to have a break for a bit because you know that I was doing back to back, right? Like back to back and releases for a bit, like for a few months, very short span of time. So it was nice to take a break from that.
Yeah, no, of course, yeah. Everyone needs a break, yeah. So, like, when did you find, when did you find her? Like, what was like, how come like SAMAA and ROSHNII came together? तो वो ऐसा कौन सा लम्हा था जो SAMAA ने पकड़ लिया?
Ali, you
I can take this one. Yeah, so we're actually classmates at the University of Alberta.
Okay.
And so yeah, it was through some friends that I met Samita and came to know that she sings, and I was like, well, I sing too, and she's like, well, okay. I was telling her about my band, and she hadn't put 2 and 2 together that I was with this SAMAA band that she actually had listened to before. And so after I told her, yeah, I'm part of this group, she was like, huh, wait, really? And then she went on YouTube and was like, wait, okay, wait, you actually are, and you're not making this up. And I was like, yeah, you should just come and let's do some work together, because I mean, we were all here kind of quarantined off during this COVID time, and we made a cover of Tum Hi Aana and Hum Nava. So we made a cover together, and it was a good time. So we thought after that cover, she said, why don't you come on Coffee with Jalal with all of us? And I said, yeah, let's do it. And so then we made another project, and I think this one is one of my favorite ones for sure. So
I should mention that, like, जो पूरा SAMAA group जो है on screen right now, including like Satch, it's all like the credit goes to Samita. That's her. She was the one behind the scene, and thank you so much for connecting us. I don't know if you want to stay in the group or no.
I'm sorry.
Sorry, if you want to stay in the group after that or no? After you put
if she's given the invite on our behalf, I don't know where. Yeah, we already talked about that.
Awesome. So you said, like you guys are friends. So ये कब हुआ आपका और like SAMAA का?
Right when they started. Like the first video they did was as I think Ali and Milan had mentioned, was Panna Meria. So they emailed me independently. Like I said, I've been working with their a cappella group from college. So I'd actually kind of worked on their voices before meeting them before that.
Yeah.
On their Chi-Town stuff. And so they independently reached out to me saying, hey, we're doing this cover. We're trying to do this thing with our group. We'd love to have you work on the tech side, like editing, mixing, that kind of stuff.
Actually,
Yeah, sorry, go ahead.
Quite well. We were at, I think, my dad's birthday dinner. Me and Manan were there, and Ali had mentioned, here's a guy who's been working on some of the music on the Chi-Town side. So I'm outside, the dinner's going on, and I'm on the phone with Satch telling him the iPop idea and the cover idea and what we wanted to do for the next year or two with this music. And he's like, yeah, I'll try it out. Send me whatever you guys have. And we sent him a complete mess of different voices for Channa Mereya and 𝗃𝗶𝘀𝗲, and he sends back this gorgeous like mix of it. And there we were like, we must have Satch doing everything.
It wasn't that bad. It wasn't that bad, but I will say through the different recordings we did, they just through experience, they learned how to like perform better, record better, and like now it's like when they send me stuff, I barely have to do anything now. It's like it's pretty much clean, like at this point. So
awesome.
They're making my job easier.
Okay, Melissa, thank you so much for joining us from Florida, USA. Okay, there's a question for you guys from Fariha Rehan on YouTube. How you guys managed to sing in Hindi, Urdu? Ab batao.
I think we all have different accents when we sing in Urdu or Hindi, for sure. I think Ansh and I will get into it because he's from Delhi, and from there, he's born and raised there, so he's fluent. But I speak kind of the more Pakistani Urdu side of things, so we'll always be getting into locking horns about how to pronounce things. And but Milan and Manan, they keep up. You guys, I don't think you speak Hindi at home per se.
I was going to say, so I think pronunciation-wise and why we're able to sing in it, Milan and I both spoke Gujarati probably before we spoke English, and then we started speaking English. Mom is from Maharashtra, so we started speaking Hindi then as well, and so we're not quite fluent in Hindi, but we both speak Gujarati quite fluently, and I think accent-wise, because English is now our native language, but we're able to, I think, adopt accents very easily. It goes for Hindi, Urdu, Spanish too. I think we were able to quite seamlessly transition in and out. So yeah.
And one thing I've been definitely very passionate about, and Ali knows this, I think as long as the pronunciation itself is correct, I think there are so many singers from around the world who have different accents, American, UK, South American, African accents. The sounds that are going to be phonically coming out of your mouth will be different, but they shouldn't be rejected. They should be accepted as long as it means the correct thing. And so I've always been one who's very passionate on pushing back to say the accent might sound a little American, but there's nothing wrong with that. There are singers from around the world who have different sounds, and they should be celebrated.
Yeah, that's right. And thank you so much, Lataji, for you came to a group in Mumbai. Yeah, what is it? Oh, came to Manan and Milan. Thank you, Lataji. And yesterday was Samita's birthday. You want to say anything to her, or any plans you guys have?
It was on Friday, Jalal uncle.
It was a Friday. Okay, sorry. Okay, it wasn't Friday, yeah. But this was a meeting.
So now you actually have to get me my birthday cake. Because remember we were talking on the phone and you said you were going to get me birthday cake. So since you forgot the actual day, now you owe me a birthday cake.
Yes, I owe you. No problem. Once you come to Calgary, I'll get you everything. No, happy birthday, Samita. Khush raho, jiyo hazaro saal, and entertain us. Yeah, that's great. Perfect. So before we go to our release, why this song? Anyone wants to put any idea, what were you guys thinking? Don't say anything, but this is just to for us. Why this song? What was going in your mind when you guys thought about it? Ali,
go ahead.
Samita, you want to take this one because it is your idea.
There we go.
So for the longest time, we were wondering what would be the perfect, cover for your show, as well as for the audience at large, because recently Bollywood hasn't been releasing too many songs.
Yeah.
And original songs. Thank you, Satch. So it was difficult to figure out what would work best until I heard Lut Gaye. And it hit home for me because I've grown up listening to ghazals, qawwalis. You know this, Jalal uncle, right? Like I love listening to them. I have heard the original version of this qawwali, which is beautiful. So just because Bollywood released it was a perfect opportunity for us to be able to recreate it. And I was able to tap into that zone as well, which was nice. Ride It, on the other hand, was just a song that I saw, which was very popular on TikTok. There have been a lot of reels that people have been making on the remix version of Ride It. So I thought, hey, why not? These two songs fit together. So I talked to Ali and we worked on the arrangement and it worked out. Yeah, that's about it.
Awesome. Our good friend Tanveer Mia, he's watching as well, and he's a singer as well. And coming on Coffee with Jalal very, very soon. There's a comment from Anil Premji, Mug for Samita.
Yeah. Yeah, I've been waiting for your mug. Like what is this?
I know a lot of people are waiting. Oh, maaf karo yaar. Okay, so there is a special person here to see us as well. Are you guys ready for it?
No.
Jalaluddin!
There, she's my friend.
Jalal. Jalaluddin!
Okay, so Deepika is here as well to watch your new song. So let's play the song, guys. Are you guys ready?
Yes.
Yeah, absolutely.
All right, so let's play. All of us are waiting, and let's do it. It's gonna be awesome. Let me just set it up, guys. 1 second, until we get there. So I have to go on a different screen here. Okay, 1, 2, 3. Okay. Okay. All right, are we ready?
We're ready.
Yes.
Okay, there we go. Look, guys, new song releasing right now.
मैंने जब देखा था तुझको रात भी वो याद है मुझको तारे गिनते गिनते सो गया Been about 120 days and we're going round and round playing silly games. Now you say slow it down, not right now. Hey, where can you walk away? दिल मेरा धड़का था कस के कुछ कहा था तूने हंस के मैं उसी पल तेरा हो गया ये क्या किया मैं बेताब हो गया तेरे बिना मुझे नहीं जीना
क्या ही प्यार है
मोहब्बत ने अंगड़ाई ली दिल का सौदा हुआ चांदनी रात में ओ तेरी नजरों ने कुछ ऐसा जादू किया लुट गए हम तो पहली मुलाकात में ओ आँखों पाँव रखना ना ज़मीन पर जान रुक जा तो घड़ी भर थोड़े तारे तो बिछा दूं मैं तेरे वास्ते आसमां ले मुझको यारा तू जरा सा कर इशारा दिल जला के जगमगा दूं मैं तेरे रास्ते let it be no hold on don't go touching me teasing me telling me no this time I need to feel you
बन जाओ तुम मेरे सनम कैसे हुआ दिल खो गया
बन जाओ तुम मेरे सनम कैसे हुआ दिल खो गया
Bang bang.
Okay, congratulations, guys. Beautiful. Loved it. And I will watch it again and again. But You know, it's very smooth. ये गाना कब खत्म हो गया पता ही नहीं चला. It's so smooth, guys. Congratulations. Beautiful, beautiful.
Thank you.
Thanks.
So I'll start with you, Ali. After you completed the song, what was your thought? I'll ask everyone the same question.
Oh yeah, I mean, I mentioned this before. After you complete a song, you are a zombie. You have no feelings left because you haven't slept and you've just been working, trying to obsess and get this thing done. And then when it's finally done, you have nothing left. So that's where I am right now. I'm just happy that we're done the track. I put everything I had into the track, and I bet everyone else will say the same thing. So that's where I'm at right now.
Mashallah. What about you, Milan?
As you could tell, I wasn't on this track. I was traveling for business school, but knowing how the process works and knowing how much time and energy these guys put into it, I think it's an amazing product, and I'm excited to see what people think. It comes out at 7 Eastern, so in the next 45 minutes, it'll be live on YouTube. It's not quite live yet.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah, and what about you? Manan?
So, Jalal Uncle, this Write It was by Jay Sean, probably one of originally was very famous for doing like a Hindi fusion R&B, and kind of this was his first song, or at least this was part of the first album where he did a transition into kind of full R&B. I think this Write It at least was a song that hit home for all of us. I think I was so excited to record that. It was amazing that we finally made a mix for it. I thought that we would have done it years ago, and we hadn't. And we really, like, I told Ali, I actually hadn't heard 𝗃𝗶𝘀𝗶𝘀 before I recorded it. I recorded 𝗃𝗶𝘀𝗶𝘀, and then I listened to it probably 100 times on repeat the day after, and I called Ali, and I'm like, I wish I had recorded it after, like, falling in love with the song so much the next day, because it's like a perfect match between the two songs. So hats off to Mita and Ali for this mix, and it was just so much fun to make.
Yeah. What about you, Satch? Because I know you are your work is there as well.
Yeah, so this one was actually, it was funny because it's kind of a crunch because Ali had a lot of other stuff going on at the same time, and it was kind of like Ali and I were trying to like make sure we get it done in time. And meanwhile, I was busy the past week with my own personal stuff that was going on. But when they like what Manan said, when they told me it was going to be fused with Write It, I kind of laughed happily, like, oh yes. This is great, because I remember when that song came out. Like I'm an old guy now, but it was like when I was in college that song came out. So it was so much fun to work on it and just kind of put it together. They sent me the tracks. I kind of just did a quick kind of cleanup and put it out.
Wow. What about you, Samita?
I think the process was wonderful. I would agree with Ali that I am just glad that this is done. It was unfortunately at not the best time because everybody is in school. Most people are in school. So we had finals and there were so many other things going on. So it's very difficult to tap into that zone with music when you're so stressed out about school, right? So bearing that in mind, I am glad it's done. Yeah.
Right. So, like, of course, because of the pandemic and, I can see that you guys recorded at your home now. So how much difficult it was to get everything, like to put together everything, voice, music, videos? Ali?
It's just not as fun. That's the thing, when the five of us, when we get together, when the boys come together, it's full musty. There's no, we're messing around, and you'll see in the videos when we're all together, we're joking around, we're playing, messing around with each other, and it's so hard. We can't do that. So there's the friendship that there's this like energy in the room that the camera somehow picks up and the audience somehow feels it. It's very hard to capture that when we're in separate rooms and recording separately. It's a really nice final product that we can like be like, look, this is a great piece of work. But making it's just so much fun when we have everyone together. So that's how the pandemic kind of affects it. Yeah.
So what about you, Saj? Because I know you put together like your hard work as well. So when you get to the song, this kind of song, like videos are coming from here and this, so all like from everywhere. So as an like as a mixer, like what's your like how do you do everything?
Yeah. So this is actually like what Ali was saying. This has been nothing new for me because the whole time I've been working with them, I've been in a different place. So normally, at least in the beginning, when they were all in Chicago, they would record it together, and then they would send me the tracks, and then I would just work on it from my own wherever I was, whether it was Jersey or LA. But yeah, like I mean, like Ali said, like each track has been getting better and better, and it's just it's awesome to keep working on stuff like this.
Yeah. So in the video there was one more girl. Like who was that? Because I think someone commented here. Let's see if I can find that. Yeah, that's Mojari. Is that? Who's that?
Manjari, yeah.
Okay.
Monj likes to keep, she's a bit more shy. She doesn't like to come up in the public so much. She's but she's our dear friend from college, and also Sid, our group member, that's his wife. And so we know that she's a beautiful singer, and we want to work with her all the time if we could. And so she just needs a little bit of a pull to get her out and recording. But she's our good luck charm. Our first viral video as Chi-Town was a cover of 𝗃𝗶𝘀𝗶, where she was the girl. And that was the first time we went viral. The second time we really went viral was with 𝗃𝗲𝗀𝗀, a cover of 𝗃𝗲𝗀. And again, she was a girl singing in that. So Monjas has been our good luck charm. And so hopefully this will be also a successful collaboration. Keep that trend going.
Yes. I think like a lot of comments like had come, but I think everyone is loving it. So what's your YouTube channel ID? Is it called just SAMAA?
This is this is the trouble. It's SAMAA Music, because just SAMAA is a major news channel in Pakistan.
Yes.
We don't realize that people keep confusing us with that, but we are actually SAMAA Music. And so definitely SAMAA Music. You can find us on YouTube, and in 40 minutes our song will have a full premiere on YouTube as well, so you can go and listen to it on repeat. And we urge that you do so and listen to. There's some 50 videos on that YouTube channel for you to check out all our history of all the work that we've been doing.
Yeah. And I'll ask the same question to everyone, because I ask every artist like whoever comes on the show. So I'll start with you, Milan, because you've been quiet for a while now. So since pandemic, a lot of things has changed. Artists they are kind of exploring new you can say streaming service, or new, or like to video, and for audio they are going online checking all the new stuff. So as an artist, what did you find new, or how is it helping you?
Absolutely. I think Ali hit the nail on the head that we've lost some of the friendship and the fun because we're not there together. But the reality is we are professionals at doing this from different places. And so if you go to all the videos from last year, you'll see that every single song, we released an entire EP of new original music. That was all written, recorded, shot, released completely in quarantine. And so we have been used to this entire process. The only thing that we're not used to is being forced to do it, because we had all moved apart and then we'd come together and we'd shoot things together. Over the last few years, I was in Miami, I moved to New York, Ali had moved back to Vancouver, but last year it was pandemic, quarantine, everyone was completely locked down in the home. So being forced to is different.
Yeah. What about you, Manan? You are mute.
So Milan hit well on the kind of the constraints that COVID posed on the friendship aspect of it. I think another big part of it was like COVID hit really in March, is when lockdowns began last year. In February, we had all moved to New York City so that we could all, I don't know, Ali was definitely going to say this just now. We all moved to New York so that we could be in one place, creating brand new originals together, recording brand new originals together. We had planned a very, very kind of like creatively driven originals building phase for all of many months during the summer of 2019. And We weren't able to do that. So I'd say COVID had a big impact about us to creatively work together to create new music. Now it's kind of us independently, in each of our respective areas, writing music and, experimenting with different types of sound instead of together, which I think has not stopped our innovation, but it's certainly slowed it down a little bit.
Yeah.
But Ali, you should go and add.
And let me add one thing on there, and then Ali jump in. It was to the point that Ali landed March 7th. We went to a show March 12th. We were performing in North Carolina. March 13th was lockdown across the U.S. and everyone left.
And we've been planning this move for like months. Like this was like we would all be in New York. Like I had just moved there, like permanently. We signed a lease in New York City, and it was like anyway. So COVID really did.
It was so ridiculous. I mean, Jalal, uncle, if you can imagine hopping on a one-way flight to New York City, 25 years old, chasing my dream to meet up with my friends. And we went to perform. I think on the flight back, we were at the airport.
Yeah.
Why didn't you check your phone or someone checked? And they were like, yeah, Tom Hanks got it. We're like, oh no. So we hopped on the flight. On that flight, we were sitting and this man next to me was like, are you really going to sit beside me right now? I was like, okay. So then we spread out on the flight and we land and it was like the world changed. We were in the air, we landed, and it was everything changed. We roll with the punches and we adjust and we keep making music though. That's important.
Yeah, that's important. What about you, Satch?
I'll echo what these guys are saying. It's I was excited when we had this whole plan. That was for our original music that we were putting out, and as Milan had said earlier in the interview, that one of the things we really wanted to get into was more original music to express our own originality and musicality in new ways, and so we were able to make do with what circumstances were there. But obviously, it was, we were looking to do. I for sure was excited to do some really cool stuff. And as for me, SAMAA is the main guys I work with, but I also work with other artists and a lot of college a cappella groups. So in that area, that kind of hit hard as well, because a lot of these kids in college are not in school, so they're not recording. So that was also kind of rough, but yeah, you kind of go with what you got.
True. So, and Samita, of course, we found you during the pandemic. So how's it been for you, the whole year now?
I have a very different experience, I would say, with the pandemic, because everything shifted online, including the shows that have been going on within our community and outside. It was amazing to see so many different artists come out and showcase their talent. And you get to connect with so many different types of artists. You get to learn from them. And more importantly, I think that in a way it really connected all of us as a community as well, music. So that's what my experience has been. It's been wonderful. I keep meeting all these artists through you, especially because there are so many artists that come on your show, and it's so nice to see the different kind of works that are being put out there. So.
Yeah, true. True. So, let me go through some kind of the funny question. I think Samita, I haven't met them in a group yet, but just four of you, Ali, Milan, Satch, and Manan. So I'll ask the same question to you guys. Then I'll ask Samita other question as well. So I'll start with you, Ali. When you guys were together back in a pre-pandemic, तो सबसे ज्यादा मस्तीखोर कौन है आप लोगों के ग्रुप में?
I would say me, without a doubt.
Oh, okay. Do you guys agree? Yeah. Okay, Milan. What about who comes late in the practice?
Ooh, I would say maybe not Ansh. I'd say Ansh or Sid. Ali, do you disagree with me on that? I'd say Ansh, but it wasn't because he didn't try. something always happens.
No, it's because practices were at me and Millen's apartment, so it's impossible for us to be late to those. And Ali was there before practice even began, and so.
Actually, no, I'm going to change my answer. I'm going to say Alan. Alan would be late to practice.
Okay, so Manan, who talks more in your group?
Who talks the most? Ali.
Yeah, non-stop.
Ali pretty much, pretty much is never not speaking. He's always cracking some sort of joke or some sort of pun or making some sort of reference that we don't really fully understand, but it's okay. So.
Okay, Satch, you like for you, Satch, who buys coffee all the time in the group? Who spends money?
I actually wouldn't know that because I have very little. Oh, Ali might know because I have very. Is it Ali? No. Okay, no, because the thing for me is I'm when they're working on stuff I'm usually not there. So
yeah, okay.
That's why for me it's Ali may.
Yes, Ali, go ahead.
Since I do talk so much, I'll jump in. No one really buys coffee because these gentlemen are very fine coffee connoisseurs. They make very special, amazing coffees in their apartment. Whenever all the time, we work so late that I would oftentimes crash on their couch because recording at their place. And in the morning is always, do you want a coffee? And it's not a normal coffee. There's going to be
some cool Italian stuff. It's amazing.
Yep.
Coffee isn't very good for your voice when you're recording, so we don't.
It's true.
Yeah, so we try drinking coffee when we're recording, but otherwise, it's espresso.
A lot of water with some honey in it.
Yeah.
Okay. Okay, Samita, do you agree with these answers? Because you are kind of in Edmonton.
Partially, yes.
Partially.
Yeah. Okay. About the talking a lot, definitely Ali.
Yes, I can see that. Yes.
And one of the other questions you asked as well, the Musty Court.
Yeah, Musty Court.
I haven't really gotten a chance to work with the rest of them a lot, so I mean, my judgment may not be entirely accurate, but based on what I have seen, I would say it's definitely Ali.
Okay, there we go. So, thank you so much, Nisha, Devani, Imran Budwani is watching from Pakistan as well. Okay, this is on a YouTube. Meridol, Salim Ali, he's a singer as well in our beautiful city, Calgary. So, what's the future for SAMAA?
For the next coming year, we've got a lot of original songs that we've written, about an album's worth. Already we have maybe 8 to 10 songs not released. We're working on recording them. And so the trip that we were going to do in March 2020, we're hoping that this summer we'll meet in New York. We hope that, and we can do that safely and record and just make the music and tell our story. So that's what's in the future for SAMAA for sure. But it's not something that ever ends. It's a lifelong friendship. So I think we've had the conversation where it's we'll just keep doing this because it's fun. It's more fun than just hanging out. So we'll just keep doing it.
Yeah, true. And there is a question from Kush. What do you guys do? Because I have music is your passion. So what do you guys do in your professional life? I'll start with you, Milan.
Yeah, so I had mentioned I'm currently in business school, so that's why I'm in New York. I'm doing my MBA, and in the past I've done sales, business development. I've been in the advertising space for a bit.
Okay, what about you, Manan?
So I work for an energy startup, and I'm doing a chief of staff role to the CEO, and I am going to be going to law school in the fall.
Oh, nice. Satch?
Well, I was actually doing music as a music production sound engineering full time for a while, and recently I started. I work as a data analyst over the last couple of years, but I'm still doing this as my side gig as well. So
right. Yeah. Are you still in touch with Vishal Shekhar or?
I mean, I message every once in a while, just to make sure. Hey, I'm still here, but. I'll message Vishal every once in a while.
Yeah. What about you, Ali?
Oh, I'm studying at the U of A, the University of Alberta, to teach music in high school.
Wow.
But yeah, and then I play French horn and sing and just do. I live and breathe music is really what I do.
Yeah.
But have you if you haven't, I don't know if you've committed to your law school, but buddy Satch here, you know.
Yeah.
The
Satch.
Are they Wolverines or what are they?
As of right now, I'll be doing law school at University of Michigan. So.
Oh, dope! Go
so
Blue!
Satch, you have a place to come visit now.
Nice. I can visit Ann Arbor again.
What about you, Samita?
I'm currently in university. I'm doing an after degree right now.
Yeah.
And I work for the federal government.
Oh, mashallah. Nice. So, guys, of course, a lot of fans of yours are watching as well. And of course, they want to know about, where the SAMAA is heading. Of course, we like you guys already answered that. But in a pandemic, as an artist, so of course, I think hopefully it's gonna come to an end soon. And so you guys are going on a tour. Kind of, you guys do at all, like in a US tour, kind of, or like US Canada?
I mean, as you heard from the gentleman just right now, everyone has busy schedules, working their jobs, and have lives outside of music, and so we don't get to just up and leave and do a tour. We do perform, and we've performed all over America and Canada as well. But it's never it's always just like one quick on the weekend we'll go do a trip and perform at this event, or maybe a wedding or something like that. But we never get to do the full tour quite yet because we're living well-rounded lives and doing all sorts of things, among the group.
Yeah, true. So guys, I think anything else anyone wants to say? I don't know if
just to thank you.
No, वो तो हम बोलेंगे, of course. Yeah, वो तो हम बोलेंगे, yeah. So we'll start with yes.
I think it's good to mention actually, Jalal, Uncle, is the video that we saw, the premiere of here will be going live this evening on YouTube at 7 p.m. Eastern time. So for all the listeners out there who want to rewatch it, it's going to be there in about 25 minutes. Wanted to make sure that everyone does that.
Awesome, yeah, and of course they can look for the SAMAA Music YouTube channel, yeah. So okay, so I'll start to the last word. We'll start with you, Samita. Go ahead. Anything you want to say? Anything you want? Thanks to anyone, like any name, doesn't matter. Last message.
Okay, I want to say thank you to you. Obviously, you've been my biggest support these past few months, in terms of everything that I've been doing related to music and, otherwise. So thank you so much for being here and for supporting me always. And I also want to say thanks to all of your viewers. Mukhi Saib Anil Premji, Nisha Devani. I want to say a big thank you to Kamar Saib Riz Jadavji, who has always been supporting me as well ever since I started my journey. Just a big thanks, and I can't wait to be back on the hot seat again.
That's right. Hope to see you soon. Yeah, Satch, go ahead.
Yes. First of all, I wanted to thank you for having me on as well with the guys. It's good just like kind of hanging out with them, seeing everyone like together once more. And obviously I loved it's great just like kind of sharing my background story of like all the the little bit I could of like the crazy stuff I've been able to do. But I just wanted to thank you again for having us, and and as Manan said, check out the video. It'll be on live in about 23 minutes on SAMAA Music on YouTube.
So yes, Manan.
No, just in closing, echo what Satch and Samita said. Thank you to your viewers for tuning in so far in. If whoever's still there, thank you to our listeners. You guys are everything to us. So thank you for your patience over the last year, since we haven't released so much during COVID, and we hope you look forward to much more music from us in the near future.
Yeah, awesome. And there are so many comments are coming as well from India as well. There we go. What about you, Milan?
Yeah, of course, a thank you to you, Jalal Uncle. A huge thank you to Samita, Satch, and Monjari for being a part of our video. I don't think they've gotten the thanks, but it's not easy dealing with us, Vas, I mean Ali. So thank you for doing that. And thank you to all your listeners. And please do check us out. In lieu of a tour, you can see all of our music and our lives at SAMAA Music. Everywhere it's at SAMAA Music, YouTube, Spotify, Facebook, Instagram, and you can get an inside look in our journey. Thank you, guys.
Yeah, awesome. What about just Ali bhai? आखिरी आपका है.
Well, yeah, just again echoing everybody to say thanks. Thanks for anytime we can kind of come together in any shape or form right now is really great. I know down south you guys things are opening up and such, but for us, we're still very much kind of separated in a lot of ways. So these moments are special, definitely for me, and so it's great to see everyone and thanks for coming together like this. Yep.
Yeah, thank you, Manisha, Lata Patel, Imran,
Jalal
Nisha
Uncle.
Dewan as well. Yes.
I would also like to say thank you to Narm Jamal, as well as Imran Budwani. Like, there's so many people that are always there to support whenever I'm on. So I just want to say thank you to those people.
Nice. No, of course, yeah, because without them, it's not possible to do the show. Even for me, we need everyone's support. किसी का नाम हम भूल जाते हैं तो माफ करना. But you guys
I'm so sorry.
are in our.
I forgot someone's name. I'm really sorry for that. But thank you to everyone. Thank you.
Yeah. So Satch, actually, I forgot to ask you about your song Gumshuda. Amazing, beautiful, lajawab. I loved it, man. Mashallah. If you want to share, how did you वो आपने किस तरह बनाया? Maybe before we finish.
Yeah, first of all, thank you so much I heard what you said before as well before I joined. That was something I had worked on. It has been in my archives for at least 2 years at that point before I showed it to Milan. I kind of composed it and worked on it, and it was kind of just there. And when Milan had visited me in LA, as they had said, I was just showing him these are the kind of stuff that I've been working on. And I played him this. And initially I was thinking okay, it'll be my song. I just didn't have the push to do it, to finalize it myself. But then I reimagined it as kind of a power ballad kind of thing. And having multiple voices together, singing at once, I thought that would just make it so much more powerful. And I still remember when Milan first heard the song, and he was just like, yo, we got to do this song. And so, yeah, we put a lot of work into it, getting it together, working on the arrangement. Ali, thanks to him also for helping with the guitar recording in Vancouver as well. And it was just, it was something that I was very protective of, but I'm so happy that the guys did such a great job on it. And I made sure I was there for the recording session in Chicago. I'm like, all right, I got to make sure everything is great and good to go. It came out so well, and I was so happy. This is something I told Ali actually, was the first time I heard all of it together. I actually teared up because it was like everything was there, everything I wanted in the song was there. It just had to be cleaned up a bit, but it was all there. So
just beautiful song. I loved it. Congratulations. Congratulations to you and congratulations to the whole team. और हमारे जो देखने वाले viewers, guys, as you know, we are in of course, जो है रमजान मुबारक का महीना चल रहा है. So the Koffee Jalal presenting for the very first time a Ramzan Mubarak special Ishq Rasool. It's going to be on next Sunday. Inshallah, we'll start at 2 o'clock Mountain Time, 4 o'clock Eastern, and we'll have our Ismaili community friends, like artists as well as the non-Ismaili artists. They'll be performing their Hamd or Naat. So please do join us. This is the first time I'm doing it, and hopefully I'll get everyone's support, like and sharing and everything. And iska jo promo humne banaya hai, so I'll play the promo right now. Here we go, guys.
मेरे दिल में है याद मोहम्मद, मेरे होठों पे जिक्र मदीना, ताजदारे हरम के करम से आ गया जिंदगी का करीना, मेरे दिल में है याद-ए Muhammad. Hello everyone, this is Hina and I would like to invite all of you on Coffee with Jalal on May 8th for a beautiful program, 𝗃𝗶𝘀𝗶𝗀, where we all will be reciting Naat and Hamd for all of you. Please be there. It's going to be live on Facebook at 1 p.m. PST time, 2 p.m. MST time, 3 p.m. CST time, and 4 p.m. EST time. Please don't forget to join us. We'll wait for you. Thank you.
So it's on Saturday, May the 8th, and I'm doing it first, and hopefully people will like, share, and comment as well, and will join us. It's going to be beautiful. Artists from all over the world basically will join us, and they'll, of course, we're going to celebrate the Ramzan Kareem ka jo mahina, itna muqaddas mahina. So guys, thank you so much to like the SAMAA team, and all the best to you guys, and with your new song. And thank you so much. It's a really feeling humble right now to releasing on my show, and you guys are welcome each and every time. Jab bhi kuch karna ho, will come. And the one I want to do with you guys, the live singing show. Maybe we can plan something. It'll be nice. It'll be. I think it's gonna be. A lot of people now know you guys. I think it'll be. Listen to live listening will be great. What do you guys say, Ali?
Yeah, it's just it's difficult for us to do this separately
As
and
a
synchronize
group.
It's harmonies and all of that stuff. But yeah, it would
We'll
be.
have to figure out the technical side of it, but yeah, that would be great if we could do it.
Yeah, that would be awesome.
Yeah, so maybe we can plan something, and let's see. Because I know Samita knows the system, the one I use, so maybe she can help you to do it. But yeah, we'll plan it. Let's see. Inshallah.
I do think we do need to come back, because I definitely want to hear more from Satch about
exactly.
and about Boston and all of these things. So I want to definitely. I think we got to come back for sure and have a second episode sometime.
Before we go, though, I think Satch, you should share your story about working with 𝗃𝗶𝘀𝗀𝗃, since Jalal uncle loves
𝗃𝗶𝘀𝗶𝗃?
her. Yeah.
Oh yes. I was going to mention this when you played that clip.
Yeah, but please go ahead. Bolo, bhai.
Yeah, so I was in obviously I was working with Vishal and Shekhar for 2 years. One of the projects we got to work on was Chennai Express. So during that the production of that, there are a couple scenes in the movie where they have to like sing their dialogues, like comedy scene that they have, like Shah Rukh Khan and 𝗃𝗶𝘀𝗶𝘀 are singing. So that singing was done in the studio, our studio. So I had to help with recording them. So I got to meet her for the first time there. Like Shah Rukh Khan I had met a couple times at that point, just because he used to come to the studio quite a bit. But her, I met her there at the time, and there was some meeting going on in one of the rooms, and we were in the lobby. She was sitting there, and I started talking to her. It's like, oh, hey, you're from Bangalore. My family's from Bangalore, kind of thing. And the thing that I'll say is she was really nice. She was actually like someone who seemed genuinely interested in what I was trying to say, as opposed to like a lot of actors who can be like not that way. But she was a very genuine person, and I don't remember the whole conversation, but I do know I spoke with her for probably 2 minutes.
Oh my God, you are my best friend now. Yes, Satch. हाँ, क्या क्या बारे कुछ है contact number हो तो मुझे फिर बाद में message कर देना.
Unfortunately, no. I mean, I would say I do know people who know her. That's what I would say. But yeah.
No, sorry. Good to hear that. Wow. I know, you've been around because we wanted to listen. Inshallah, we'll get next time and we'll talk about your stuff. Just because I know you've been around for a while, and especially about the Bollywood. And now, a lot of things will change now because of the pandemic. I think, maybe if we have a couple of friends, they can join us from Bollywood, from India, and we can talk about it. I don't know. We can make और दीपिका को बुला लूंगा. दीपिका तो मेरे साथ मेरे कंप्यूटर में ही है, उसको मैं बुला लूंगा.
Yeah, I'll see what I can do.
Yeah. So guys, the one who are watching on a YouTube, Facebook, and or my page, Coffee Jalal. So please do subscribe and जो है like my page, and इसका जो credit ज़्यादा is one of our good friend Kash Satchith Harve. Please do call him 587-700-9832. 587-700-9832. He is insurance agent. He does all kinds of insurance, life, commercial, business, home, and each and everything. And I do post all the details on my Entertainment Canada group as well. So guys, अभी क्या? Thank you so much again. Yeah, बड़ा अच्छा लगा मिलके. Inshallah, we'll do it again soon. If you guys like releasing any song, let me know. Like, you love to have you back. And all the best to each one of you. And stay safe, stay healthy, and keep rocking.
Likewise.
Yes.
Thank you.
Thank you so much.
Good to see everyone. Yeah.
And all the best to your new song. And I'll be sharing it from YouTube channel now. Thank you so much.
Yep.
Awesome. Thank you.
Thank you. Khuda Hafiz, Sat Sri Akal, Adab. There are guys. So here's a team SAMAA from New York, Chicago, Edmonton, New Jersey, and yeah. And thank you so much, everyone. Hello, Nisha. Thank you so much for your keep commenting. Bada acha lagta hai. And yes, Satchith, he is an amazing. I'll get him again, so we can learn about him more. He's been around and he's been doing a lot of good work. Hello, Koshi ji. Thank you so much. Manisha, thank you so much. Tapas ji, Delhi, India. Thank you so much. He just left as well because it was he was going to work. Radio Karima Somani, Lata Patel ji, Nern Jamal, Quincy, and Melissa, Sadia, Imran. There's so many people. Thank you so much, everyone. तो अभी जो टाइम हुआ है, it's about 4:49 or 4:50 Calgary time. So 6 o'clock Calgary time, 8 o'clock Eastern. So new episode of Coffee with Jalal, new episode of 𝗃𝗃𝗀𝗃 with Jalal will be live right here. So I'll share from our Punjabi National TV page. So make sure if you can watch it and share, like, thank you. अगर आप कर सके, that'll be great. लेकिन next Saturday, 1 o'clock Pacific time, 2 o'clock Mountain, 3 o'clock Central, and 4 o'clock Eastern. Next Saturday, we're going to have a very beautiful Ishq Rasool. There are artists from all over the world. They'll be performing like Naat and Hamd, including our good friend Sulaiman Rahimani, then Rahim as well, Rahim Firoz from Malaysia, our good friend Ustad Razali Khan from India, Farida Shariar from India as well. And so there are some other artists as well. So just some of them will join us live, and after some of them like you're traveling. And how can I forget that name? How can I forget his name? My God. Anyways, so I'll just remember his name. Manisha saying. Nearly 12 p.m. here in London. Thank you so much, and yeah, happy anniversary again, Manisha. Taimur Gilani, yes, Taimur Gilani will be part of the show as well. He'll join us next Saturday live, and he's reciting one of the Naat as well. So thank you so much. Thanks again for our good friend Ravish Chawla. Call him for any kinds of insurance. 1-587-700-9832, and we love to see you next Saturday for our show Ishq Rasool.
मेरे दिल में है याद-ए मोहम्मद, मेरे होठों पे ज़िक्र-ए मदीना, ताजदारे हरम के करम से आ गया जिंदगी का करीना, मेरे दिल में है याद-ए मोहम्मद. Hello everyone, this is Hina, and I would like to invite all of you on Coffee with Jalal on May 8th for a beautiful program, Ishq Rasool, where we all will be reciting Naat and Hamd for all of you. Please be there. It's going to be live on Facebook at 1 p.m. PST time, 2 p.m. MST time, 3 p.m. CST time, and 4 p.m. EST time. Please don't forget to join us. We'll wait for you. Thank you.
Yes, so it's going to be next Saturday. So please do join us, and I'll be starting like our all the promos as well, inshallah tonight. और जो आर्टिस्ट जो हमें ज्वाइन करेंगे उसमें ऑफ कोर्स हिना होगी, हिना है शमीम, तैमूर गिलानी, रहीम फिरोज, मरियम, and the people who are traveling, so they won't be able to join us, but we'll have their video. Irfan Sheen, Zohair, and Suleiman Rahimani from Pakistan, and you might see one more name in it. So you never know. But like in Tuesday ko hoga bahut hi it's going to be great show like our Salam Namaste Calgary. But you know, by the way, thank you for all the support we got last Tuesday. जब भी हमारे पास JB जिन्होंने ज्वाइन किया था इंडिया से, अमेजिंग शो, बहुत मजा आया सबको. इंशाल्लाह we'll do it again and again. Like in every Tuesday we'll be live on 94.7 FM Calgary as well as on on Facebook. And but this Tuesday we're gonna have a Dr. Taj, and we'll talk about the variants and the vaccination जो अभी available है for the COVID-19. It's gonna be great show. I want everyone to join us and share, like, and put your questions as well. अगर आपका कोई सवाल है, please do mention your question on a Facebook Live. So then once I see the question after, so I'll ask Dr. Taj. So Tuesday 8 o'clock Mountain Time, 10 o'clock Eastern, and we're gonna have a live on Facebook. So do not forget to join us. And for next, of course, Saturday we're gonna have a very special Ishq Rasool. Or there are so many good shows are coming, including, I don't wanna break any news right now, but on the 16th of May, Eid special right here, Koffee Jalal, with your favorite artist. Yes, with your favorite artist. Don't want to say right now. Don't want to post anything right now either. So great. And then on 23rd, it's a great show is happening. It's already it's I'm just part of the show right now, but nothing is posted yet. But it's for our Indian like our Indian brothers and sisters. आपको पता है COVID-19 it's hit it hard in India right now, so it's the fundraiser for our for our Indian brothers and sisters. So we'll share a lot of details about that part as well, and we need everyone to come on board and donate anything you can. A lot of great artists from US and Canada are part of the show. So I don't want to break any more news. So I think there was enough. Otherwise, sab mujhe marenge ke why did I say that? Comments are coming from Nisha. Nisha, thank you so much, sister, for all you do today. You are busy and loving it each and every second, and all your comment. Salim Ali, thank you so much, buddy. So I think that's it. Thank you for all your love. For your love today. Salam, namaste, sasikal, adab, yali madad. I'm gonna have my lunch and go and see my mom. And agar aapne shot, if you're eligible for COVID-19 shot, please do take it. Like whatever is available to you, this is the best shot. So please do take your shot. So inshallah milenge on Tuesday 8 p.m. Calgary time, 10 o'clock Eastern, and next Saturday Ishq Rasool. Thank you so much.
Subscribe to our official YouTube channel and stay updated.